At the earliest age, I would say it was my primary school teacher. Obviously, I think every player at this level has a passion for it at a young age. They want to play, but in terms of the driving force behind that, it was probably my primary school teacher who made me captain of the team. And at that age, that gives you the drive really and the confidence to stick at it and go forward with it. I would say sticking together as a group of people collectively. I think in any walk of life, consistency is key. I'm a teacher myself, and even in the football environment, consistency is key. So I think if you can stick together when changes are made as a team, then I think success, it's the best way of getting success. First and foremost, I think you need to be able to listen and learn. There's different people you'll come across in football along the way at any age, and some come with different approaches. Some can be hard on you, some can be easy on you, but it's trying to take the best from each situation that you're in and the advice that you're given, but most of all learn from it. I mean, it's prominent now than I've seen it ever, where players can't take criticism sometimes, and that's been a growing concern for me over the years from when I started, because it was quite ruthless when I started, and I feel the lads will agree, the older lads, but it's just about learning from your players you play with, the managers you come under, anybody else who's been in football a long time. Just take as much advice as you can and try and put it into your play, on and off the pitch. I go camping every year. We've got 2 children, I've got 2 little boys. I've got a partner with a little boy, the same age as my eldest, so we'll go camping like we always do each year. If I can get anything abroad, I will as well, but yeah, camping's the one for me. Well, I teach. My career started off as a PE teacher. I did that for 5 years. I've transferred into maths now, of all subjects, but that's what I do as my full-time job. I also rent a house out, but that's the line of work I would like to go into in the future, in property development, but we've got to get a platform for that. Well, I know a lot of the lads, like you've said yourself, said mask away. Sorry, mask at home, and we got a last-minute winner. I mean, in terms of the game itself, and as football goes, getting any last-minute winner, no matter who you're playing against, but against a top side like that, it was probably the best experience. The worst was probably a couple of weeks ago against Sheffield when I've come on. I was ill the week before. I'd come off the bench, and like when you do come off the bench, any player wants to make an impression on the game. I've gone in for a silly tackle that I probably shouldn't have went in for. The whistle had already gone, not that I heard it, but I've obviously injured my medials in the process, and I've been out since, so that's the worst part, because up until then I've had a fairly consistent season, which I've not had over the last 5 or 6 years really. So. I'm not thought beyond playing yet. I like to think I've still got a few years playing. I know obviously with the changes that have been made, and Sean's been asked to be the caretaker manager with Jaffer as his assistant, and with the squad being so few on numbers, they've been asked to, well, they have to play, so just by Sean asking me to help out on the sidelines, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It gives you a bit of a different angle and view on football itself, so I would like to go into the coaching side of things, maybe as an assistant someday, but like I say, that's not for any more than 2 years' time. I'd like to think I've still got another 2 or 3 years playing if I can. Well, a lot of us have played under House. Stephen Howsham was coming in. I've certainly had, I think 5 or 6 years with Nathan Jarman at Alfreton, North Ferriby, Gainsborough. So I mean, I know him as a person, I know Hausch as a manager too, and I know Hausch will bring a lot of team spirit, and he likes to get the dressing room certainly playing positively and feeling positive. So in terms of that, I think he's a good appointment, and I think the team have asked, who don't know him, what he's like as a person, as a manager, and the feeling is fairly positive next year. He's asked us all to come back pre-season, so we've all got a chance of impressing. So I think in that sense we're all going to come chomping at the bit next season to see where we can go and stamp out our places. Absolutely.